Yeah, it shows that on the picture. Yeah, now the clock is the main screen.
I'm going to take this down and we're going to run through the bucket and see what they've got and see what fits.
Well, it's either headed or a trash can. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then hit next, right? Select subscreen, which it's already checked. And next. Now it says, well, it says scale on the right, and then down at the bottom it says reselect screen or restore default setting. Yes. Done. Okay, looks right on the screen now. Alright, now we'll try to get the audio going. Okay, bye. 2, 3, 4.
It's been a hot minute since I've been here.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I'm not hearing anything in the headphones. So I'm not hearing anything in the headphones when I'm supposed to?
I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hello. 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 As long as that's good.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We hope it is. And if it's not, they will let us know.
Very quickly. Hello. I mean, I've seen the game.
Go ahead and talk again.
Hello, hello. Now let me move away too. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Amigo High School. Hello. Hello, hello. 1, 2, is this on? 1, 2, is this on? Introduce myself. Hello.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you as much as I am
Everything else?
everything else. Let me call the brains again. I don't think our audio is because we're hearing the band and everything behind us and not Chris. On the iPad screen or area team info. Okay, volume, monitor, audio, automatic, HDMI 1, HDMI 2.
The band is very loud. We're gonna play Holton tonight. Yay, Holton! I have no idea where Holton is actually. I've never been there. I think they're up around Topeka-ish. ladies and gentlemen, out to Wamego High School as we get ready for our Sub State for a championship action. As your Wamego Red Raiders will host Holton Wildcats here tonight for the right to move on next year to the state championship. The Red Raiders coming off a 64-55 win over Hayden on Tuesday behind 5 3-pointers over Jake Sprint against Hayden to move into the state Sub State championship game. Meanwhile, Holton advanced by a 58-51 thriller on Tuesday over Atchison. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Flint here on the calls now at WCC. Thank you for the Wamego Booster Club for making this broadcast possible here tonight. We've had an national anthem being ready for a tip-off here on the WCC. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Let's start with the visiting Holton Wildcats there in the blue jerseys with the white lettering. They will be led onto the court by senior Logan Beekman, a 6-foot senior. Cole Purcell, a 6'3 senior, will join him, as well as Matthew Rears, a 5'11 sophomore. They'll be rounding out the starting five with Reese Holiday, a 6'1 junior, and Cannon Carr, a 6-foot senior. For Wamego, they will send out on the court senior Jackson White, 5'11. Jacob Fritz will be joining him, a 6'1 junior. First Springer will be in the starting lineup tonight, 5'9 a junior. And then Tanner Huff, a 6'5 senior, and Caleb Shea, a 6'3 senior, will round out the starting five for Wamego, who will be in their home white jerseys with the red lettering here tonight. It's almost time to get ready here in Wamego. The Holton Wildcats 13-7 on the night. Right onto the court by Connors Shine, who is their head coach. And meanwhile, Wamego breaking the side for the Red Raiders. This is going to be a big weekend here tonight in Wamego as again the 4A state championship bursts on the line. The Lady Raiders will take on tomorrow here again at Wamego High School. So it's going to be a battle between the Wildcats and the Raiders all weekend long. Some other games of note in Class 4A that we'll be keeping an eye on here tonight. Beaver taking on Patricia a little bit later. Abilene and Concordia, Augusta and Angale. Here on the road. This is undefeated and probably the Holton favorite in the state tournament, taking on Tonganoxie tonight. Lewisburg taking on Iola. Chanute taking on Carson. Tennessee 4A Blaze Brackets. As we get ready here tonight, here the tournament will be played next week, Thursday through Saturday, at the Tony Stinka Event Center in Carolina, the former Bicentennial Center. A good crowd here tonight, both sides. We've got a packed house, so as much as packed as the tournament is going to bring here tonight. We're getting ready for this Sub-State Championship game between Wamego and Holton. Another area game for us at all here championship tournament next week. That may start like tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're getting ready to get underway here and Wamego. Of course, there's no tip-off because it's
closer to your mouth.
We're getting ready to tip-off here in Wamego. It will be Holton getting the ball first, and there will be an inbound. Of course, no tip-off at mid-court this season due to COVID restrictions. So Holton will be getting the ball first, and it will be Holiday seeing the ball in to Rears. He takes it across the sideline. He's taking over on the far side. This is play up top. With a man action right now for the Red Raiders. As the Wildcats go on to the attack, and back there to Purcell. He hands it off now to Mulroy. Mulroy takes the three. Instead, kicks it over now to Karn. Here's the ball. He's going to cut into the lane and tries to put it on the paint. Tries to get over the corner, and it's turned over to the Red Raiders. There's a pass floating into the corner. Now it's going to be Heck trying to drive into the lane. And that's going to be a charge violation against Heck. And Holiday was planning and anticipated that to take 2 quick turnovers for both teams. That's going to be the first personal foul on Heck. First team foul. And Lewis tries to take it across the sideline. He's guarded closely by Springer for Wamego. Puts it over onto the sideline to Purcell. Now across the front, they fire it to Mulroy. Mulroy backs it back out. 3 attempt by Holiday and hits it. First shot of the ball game goes to Holton. Swing all with about a minute played here in Wamego. Springer gonna try to run to the basket. Dives for him. Makes the basket. Very nice move there by Bert Springer. He's going to get the cut in and the layup, and it's 3-2 in favor of the Wildcats. Up top to Purcell. Comes over on the near side to Lewis. Back up top again to Holiday. Wide open arm for 3. And he is as wide open as you can get. It's 6-2 in favor of the Wildcats. Springer takes it into the front court, floats it on the grab paint. And they're going to get a blocking foul as White tried to go to the rim. And unfortunately, Matthew Davis is not set up for Holton. There will be a shooting foul, by the way. The first personal, shooting called out on Clem, his first personal. First, one from left to right is good.
Like we can only hear him through the microphone on the camera. But I have to hear him.
Second one from White on the way, and it is good as well. So the lead's up to 2. Wamego gets both of their buckets, 6-4. About 6 to play here in the quarter. Mulroy with the basket. Push it over to Purcell. Purcell for a long 3, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Heck. Up across the sideline. Fires it inside to White. White backs it back out to Springer for 3. Off the mark just a little bit. Just a little too strong. Rebound goes to Holton. Hard with the ball. Now gets it up to Holiday. Holiday long 3. That was in the end distance. Found the bucket. It's a 5-point lead for the Wildcats. 9-4 right now in favor of Holton. Good screen for Burke. He tried to force it into traffic. One head guard to the basket and it's intercepted by Holton. Holiday with the basket on the breakaway. Count it. 7-point lead right now for Holton. 11-4. 5:15 to play here in the first quarter. Springer on a bounce pass to Heck. Heck is on the inside. Pops up for 3. Count it. What a basket for Tanner Heck. He had a Wildcat in his face and drained it. Ice cold veins right there. Mulroy goes to the paint. Inside, now back out to Mulroy. That was way off target. Holton gets the rebound. As Lears pops it up for 3, no good. Rebound goes to the red later. Heck comes down mid, gets it over to Springer. Springer in the corner to White. White for 3, no good. A little too long. Always on the ground, picked up by Holton. Here's the basket ball, takes it across the half-court line. Moves down the offense. 11-7 right now, with 4:20 to play here in the first. Purcell pops it up for 3, a little too long, no good. Ball's going to chase out of bounds. And it will be last out on Big Mulroy. And that will be Raider basketball. Next, White's going to take a seat and get a little bit of a breather. And onto the court for the first time, we'll see Colin Montague. A 5'10 sophomore coming in for Wamego. And it's Burke Springer taking it across the timeline, gets a good screen there from Heck. But it's stolen away from him as he tries to go inside. The breakaway layup is done to take Hale Purcell. A bit of a run right now for Holton, 13-7. 11-4 to play here in the first. Heck with the ball. Started closely there by Mulroy. And he's going to draw the foul as he tries to go to the baseline. It won't be a shooting foul. It's going to be against Blake Malloy, his first one. Second team foul right now for the Wildcats. He fights against the inbound, and he pops up the three, just a little too strong. Rebound. That was Springer and Lears that both went up for it, and they're going to say that Springer, pushed it just a little bit in the back.
The two-team battle.
Springer picks up his first personal for the Raiders. The inbound goes to Lears. Fires it in front of the Karn wide open. And a rebound. And a putback to Purcell. For Holton. Kevin Karn gets wide open and pops up the play. You take it looking at him. He's kind of stocky. He's got a good shot. Rodrigo now on the attack. He's taking flips with the ball. Has to put on the brakes as he's double teamed just a little bit. Holton really putting on pressure on the Raiders. Springer resets the offense. Under 3 to play here in the first. That's with it. Tries to go into the paint. Has to put on the brakes. Back to back out to Redner Rowden. He puts up the three. Bangs it. And it's a 5-point game. 16-10. As the Raiders trying to cut into the lead by Holton. Once again, man, Taylor Purcell from 10% work, but he's aimed just a little bit off, and it's rebounded by the Raiders. Springer with the ball, steps up the offensive between the circles, puts it over to Rowden. Throws it in the head, almost loses it, but a nice bounce pass and a touch to the basket. There's the bucket from Ledger Rowden. It's a 3-point lead now for Holton. Nice little run here by the Red Raiders. 12 minutes to play. And Purcell's going to try to cut in and Grim just a little bit off target. Trying to attempt a putback and rebounded by the Raiders. Springer into the corner. Yeah, they're going to foul the violation. Broden tried to loop around the Holton player and couldn't make it work. Both quickly here to play in the first. A very fast-moving first period. As Wamigo is trying to make the comeback, they're down as much as 7 at one point here in the first. 15-12 is our score. About a minute 25 to play. Into the front court, it's Matthew Lears. He's going to go into the paint, runs into a triple team, has to back it out to Purcell. Purcell reaches right inside, but he's going to take that extra European step. And he's going to turn it over to the Raiders with about a minute and a half left to go in the first. Springer gets the inbound for Wamigo. Again, a chance to go to the state tournament next week on the line. Springer puts it over the foot. Steps up inside the half. Can't make it fall. Just a little too strong on the lay-in. But barely gets it intercepted. Donahue got his hands on it. As Purcell tried to force it into traffic. It is knocked out of bounds. It will remain Holton basketball. As the coach is going to take a little bit of a breather. We're going to see into the ball game. We're showing Jackson White. So it's Wills with it right now for Holton. Trying to get inside. Runs into Heck. Loses the basketball. It's Purcell that ends up coming up with it. That's out to Tyson Snyder. Back over now to James Boswell. He's into the ball game for Holton. Hold it on the shot. Wamigo back on the attack for under a minute to play. And they're going to get a disagreeable charge violation against the Raiders. That's going to go against Hawks. This is his second. Snyder looks up the Holton player and falling just a little bit before the contact, but the officials called the charge. 25 seconds to play here in the first. 16-12 in favor of the Wildcats. Lears with the ball. Now kicks it out to Milroy. He's going to try to cut inside. He opens a triple team. Back out to Lears. Lears for the three, no good. And it's Purcell with it right now. Backing out towards midcourt. 22 seconds to play here in the first. And they're going to hold on to the ball for the final shot of the quarter. And they're going to let him take it too. Bring it right up in the right face. 8 seconds to play. And loses it. Springer has a chance to get the shot off before the bucket. Runs into traffic. And he's going to get fouled with 2.3 to play in the first quarter. And he's going to go to the line. That will be a shooting violation. Big Springer caught Holton unawares. That was Blake Mulroy. He just didn't get his feet set in time. And the French will touch over the Springer along off the back of the iron. 2.3 to play here in the first quarter of the Sub State Championship game here at Amigo High School. Everyone thinks his arm through his club. But the 2-point ball game, 15-12. And the period is going to expire without a shot going off by Holton. 15-13 after 1. Well, Amigo back in his striking distance until back to the second quarter. And we return here in just a moment with the lead of the best. Testing. Hello. We are back here in the second quarter. Amigo on the attack. Right now, White has it over on the far side. Tries to go to the baseline. Can't make it fall. This was it now. Gets it back up top. Shooting around and for 3. Bounces around a little bit. Comes a bucket. And the Red Raiders are on top. 16-15. What a shot there by Rowden. Fell into the front as he works the point for Holton. Works it over on the near side. Gets it over to Lears. Lears tries to go inside. Can't make it fall. Rebounded by Red Raiders. Chris on the attack. Trying to go coast to coast. Pulls up the jump shot just outside the lane. He was a little off balance, and he was sort of shaking up actually right after that. They are going to get a foul call against Holton. And Jacob Chris coming up a little bit slow right after that. That foul going to go against, by the way, Matthew Lears, his first. Springer floats it in, almost back to half court. Donahue. He headed it back off to Springer. Ronaldo on the far side. It goes up to the basket, tries the baseline, gets his own rebound, can't make it fall. But he did get another foul drawn up underneath of his Holton. I believe that's going to be against Lears again. That is indeed. That is his second. 5 team fouls this half right now for Holton. And routed to the line. Now he set and fired that one like a rocket. He went right in. Second attempt on the way. That one was just a little too long. It went off the back of the iron. No good. Nice footwork there by Karn to keep the ball in for Holton. They didn't have to rebound. Here's looking across the timeline. Looking to get Springer. That's the right. Now he's going to get the shot. That's it out to Michelle. The jump shot just outside the lane. Ball's loose. It's by for Amigo. He gets it out to Springer. That's going to be a backcourt violation against Amigo. Now they floated it off to Springer. Springer was in the air, but he was in the back. testing the audio. We're trying to see if this works. I know we've had some issues. We've been trying to get those fixed out for everybody at home. Hopefully that 2 fix that we've done will make it work. We are testing it right now. Just stalling for time. Again, our halftime score is 29-25. Holton is leading Wamego. And the rest of the bracket for Class 4A here tonight is Mueller and McPherson, Abilene and Concordia, Augusta and Andale, Clearwater and Rose Hill, Bishop Miege, Tonganoxie, Pittsburgh, and Iola, Chanute, and Parsons. We're trying to see who punches their tickets to the state championship tournament next week in Salina on the boys' side. We do have a final score to report. Riley County falls to Rock Creek 67-54. The boys' season comes to an end there for the Falcons. Mustangs will move on to the 3A state tournament next. Actually, they will move on to the Sub State Championship tomorrow night. I shouldn't qualify that. The winner of Sub State will move on to Hutchinson next week. Class
3A. As we do have, I believe, I'm hearing the monitor, so I am hearing something there right now. So I don't know if it's coming out over the air or not, but I did just get the monitor in my headphones, which I haven't had this half. So I don't know if that is working or not. Clearwater, by the way, up right now on Rose Hill. At the last update anyway, 15-13 on that one in Class 4A. And again, if you haven't been able to hear me, we apologize, as we've had some audio issues. Our usual broadcaster team has unfortunately not able to be here tonight, and so kind of flying by the seat of our pants. 29-25 is our halftime score. Holton is leading the Wamego Red Raiders. And as I just mentioned, looking at the rest of the 4A Sub-State boys bracket here tonight to see who goes on to Salina next week in the 4A State Championship. Again, Bueller taking on McPherson, Abilene taking on Concordia, Augusta and Andale playing here tonight, as well as Clearwater and Rose Hill. Bishop Miege, who has to be considered one of the favorites in 4A. They are undefeated at 18-0 here this season so far. Tonganoxie, their opponent tonight, Lewisburg and Iola. And then Chanute and Parsons. That is the 4A boys sub-state championships tonight. See if we can't get some scores on those as we go through the evening for you. Again, if you missed it, did let you know that Rock Creek defeated Riley County boys in the 3A sub-state semifinal there. So Rock Creek moves on to the finals. Riley County into their season. It was a 67-54 loss there for the Falcons to the Mustangs. We'll have girls championship basketball tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow afternoon, actually, as the Red Raiders will host Holton once again. So these same two teams in the championship. That is an afternoon game, and that'll start at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So we'll be back on the air on WTC Communications. Again, I'm Chris Swick. Thank you for joining us here tonight as we bring you this ball game over WTC Communications and online as well. If you're watching the live stream, we thank you for joining us. 29-25, our score at halftime. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather, and we'll come back and get you the second half as hopefully the audio fix continues working here tonight in Wamego. Thanks for joining us here. Again, our halftime score, 29-25. You're listening to Red Raider basketball. right, halftime is done. We're about ready to get underway here at Wamego High School as we find out who moves on to the state championship again next week. That will be at the Tony's Pizza Event Center, the former Bicentennial Center. And that will be played on March 11th through the 13th next week. So the boys will play first on Thursday next week, but then the girls on Friday. The championship games will be on Saturday. Possession arrow goes to Holton, so they will have possession first. The inbound goes to Matthew Lears. He takes it across the timeline, and we're underway here in the second half. Karn with a nice behind-the-back pass to Cale Purcell. And Holton strikes first. They're up 6, 31-25 to kick off the second half. Burke Springer into the ball game, gets it over to Fritz. That's a corner three-point attempt by Roden, and it's no good. Long pass on the inbound to Mulroy. And he's going to travel with it as he tried to go for the long three. Holton does like their long threes. We've seen them shoot them NBA style from all over the court to varying degrees of success. Springer with the ball, taking it across for Wamego. Gets it to Hecht over in the near side. Three-pointer in the corner in front of the Wamego student section. And it's no good. And we're going to get a foul called over on the rebound attempt. Actually, no, they're going to say it goes out of bounds. I thought that was the official was signaling foul, but no. It is out of bounds off of Holton, as Jackson White thought it was a foul. Springer with the inbound, gets it to Fritz. Now back over to Burke Springer. Tries to work inside and tried to float it to Hecht, and it's picked off by Purcell. He nearly dunks it. Turns it into a layup. And that was pure luck that that ball went in. But it is 33-25 as White on the baseline runs right into Cannon Karn. And those are two big boys colliding. They're up under the basket, and that will be a foul against Karn. And that will send Jackson White to the line. 2 fouls for Cannon Karn. And the first free throw through Jackson White goes through. First team foul of the half for either team. Second attempt on the way for White. In and out and back in. 33-27 now in favor of Holton. As Lears takes it across the timeline, it's Springer working him. And he's going to double dribble as he tried to get around Burke Springer. And that is not liked at all by Holton. Connor Burchard is not happy with that call by the officials. He's given him an earful. But the turnover does go to Wamego. Springer up top to Hecht. Pop-up three. Just a little short off the front of the iron. It's going to go out of bounds. Holton basketball. Tanner Hecht has had a tremendous night. He has had some tough shots go down for the Red Raiders. It still remains a 5-point lead, though, in favor of Holton as Lears takes it across the timeline. Again, guarded closely by Springer. He's been all over him all night. Bounce pass goes to Karn. Can't make it fall, and now it's Fritz going to the basket coast to coast. And he's going to get hit a little bit as he goes up, and that foul's going to go against Reese Holiday. And he's protesting that a little bit underneath. But that will go to the line. That will send Jacob Fritz to the line. He had a great night the other night in the Wamego win over Hayden. That's 4 personal fouls, by the way, off of Reese Holiday. First attempt for Fritz goes through. And we're going to see Holiday come out, and into the ball game will be Tyson Snyder, a 6-foot sophomore. 6:15 to play here in the third. Nice touch there for Fritz, and it floats right in. And it is Holton basketball, 33-29 in favor of the Wildcats. As Wamego trying to mount the comeback here. Lears gets around Springer, but can't go inside. That was a heads-up move by Hecht. And that's going to be a charge, unfortunately, as Ledger Roden just plowed right into Matthew Lears. And Lears had it set. That was a rare away from the basket charge. That's 2 against Roden, by the way. Purcell with it for Holton. Under 6 to play here in the third. Hands it off to Mulroy. Now over to Snyder. Snyder trying to find anybody open. Can't really get any looks. Finally gets it off to Purcell. Purcell trying to get around Fritz, and it's loose on the ground. And it's picked up by Fritz. Nice spin move by Springer to get into the front court, into the corner to Hecht. Guarded 3, no good, off the back of the iron. Rebound to Holton. Fired it into the front court is to Snyder. And that ball's just going to get jammed right there in between the rim and the backboard. That was a fast ball from Matthew Lears into the front court. And we're going to get a foul called on the shot. And that's going to send Snyder to the line. Foul goes against Jackson White, his first. There's the first shot there by Snyder, and it goes through. So 5:28 to play, and it's 34-29. As White's going to take a little bit of a breather, and we see Colin Donahue check back into the ball game for Wamego. Snyder's second attempt on the way. That's in and out. Rebound goes to Hecht for Wamego. Forwards it up front to Springer, who gets it into the front court to Roden, and back to Donahue. Nice move there to Donahue, and he makes the bucket. And it's a 3-point lead. The Red Raiders fighting their way back into this one. 34-31, 5:12 to play. Mulroy with the ball, gets it up top to Snyder. Snyder with Fritz right in his face, gets it to Purcell in the paint. Purcell surrounded by White, puts up the shot anyway, and it's rebounded to Wamego. Fritz into the front court with it. Tries to go to the baseline. Double team there. Gets it to Donahue. Floats it right off the fingertips. Count the bucket, and it's a 1-point ball game. 34-33. 4:45 to play here in the third quarter. A state championship berth on the line for these two teams. The loser goes home, and Holton takes a timeout. First timeout of the game by either team, as Wamego made a great run there, coming back into this one. They're down 1, 4:38 in the third. The crowd is definitely into this one, and again, if you can tell on our broadcast on WTC, it is as full of a crowd as you can get in COVID times. Great student section here tonight, and Holton brought a good crowd as well here to Wamego High School. Again, we'll be back tomorrow with the girls' championship game here at Wamego High School. And again, that game will get underway about 3 o'clock here on WTC and online as well. Again, trying to keep up with some of the other scores from around 4A. Haven't seen too many updates from around the 4A yet. We'll try to get you some scores to let you know as soon as we do get them, but those games are being played as we are on the air with this one as well. So out of the timeout, it is Holton basketball. Lears with it, working against Springer. Springer nearly knocks it away from him. Pulls up his dribble. Now gets it to Purcell. Purcell trying to get inside against Donahue. Double teamed. Has to back it out to Mulroy. Now to Lears. Lears trying to go inside. And again, great defenses. Man, Lears just had his ankles broken, and it's Roden all the way in. And he's going to powwow right into Purcell. And that's going to be a foul against Wamego. And what a great move, though, on the other side by Springer to break the ankles of Lears. By the way, that is 3 against Roden. His third team foul as well for Wamego. Lears inbounds it, gets it over to Mulroy. 4:08 to play here in the third. Again, Holton holding on to a 1-point lead. Mulroy up top to Karn. Karn to Mulroy, and back over now, over to Lears. Lears trying to go inside. Donahue with the block, but unfortunately it rolls in on the rim. And it's a 3-point lead once again, 36-33. Springer into the front court for Wamego. Gets a screen from Fritz. Loses control of the basketball to Lears. And it's Holton basketball once again. That is a fun matchup right there on the floor. Burke Springer and Matthew Lears. Those two are just trying to see who can outplay the other. And we're seeing a great basketball game here. There's a foul on the floor once again. That is going to go against Burke Springer, his third. They say he blocked a little bit. 4 personal fouls. We're going to see Donahue will step off the court. James DeRoche into the ball game now for Wamego. Lears with it at the top of the court. Pulls up for a long three. Drains it. He had Springer in his face too, and it's a 6-point lead in favor of Holton, 39-33. Springer nearly gets the ball knocked away from him. Nice dribbling around. A long pass to Hecht. He had no choice. And Hecht is going to get knocked around a little bit. Forces it inside to DeRoche. And DeRoche going to get fouled as he gets his hands on it. Donahue checking back into the ball game. DeRoche's going to step back out. That foul, by the way, goes against Cannon Carn. That is his third. Starting to see the fouls rack up on both teams. 39-33 in favor of Holton as the inbound goes to Hecht. Hecht on the baseline, tries to put up a guarded shot. No good. The can't makes it fall, and it's Holton basketball. Lears with it. Into the front court. Gets a screen there from Boswell. Long three, and it's going to be just short. A little to the outside, and it's going to be Wamego basketball. Chris Wick again with you here on WTC. Glad you could join us here on this Friday night for some high school sub-state championship basketball. As Wamego battling from behind right now, 39-33 with 2:38 to play. Hecht with the ball on the baseline, into the corner to Donahue for three, in! Count the bucket for Colin Donahue. And he pulls the Red Raiders back within 3, 39-36. Purcell to Lears. And Lears is going to travel trying to get through Burke and Hecht. And the Red Raiders on a bit of a roll right now. Trying to get back on top. This has had several lead changes in the first half. And if you missed the first half, some exciting basketball. It has mainly been Holton in the lead here in the second half. But the Red Raiders have never been with outside of striking distance. 39-36, 2:15 to play. Springer spin move, puts up the shot, and a blocking foul going to be whistled against Holton. What a move there by Burke Springer. And draws the foul, and that's going to be against Tyson Snyder, the sophomore's second. 14 fouls each, and Snyder's going to go to the line. No problems making that first one. He made his shots in the first half as well. Looking to pull the Red Raiders within one here on this shot. And just a little short. It's rebounded by Purcell for Holton. So just about 2 minutes to play here in the third. Purcell into the corner to Snyder. Up top now to Boswell. O'Roy now works his way to the top into Purcell. Cuts in. Nice jump shot there for Purcell. The senior kind of gets a little out of control on his body movements, but he does make the basket fall in. 41-37, a minute 45 to play. The Raiders down 4. Springer now in between the circles, going to try to set up the offense. Calls Hecht over. He's working against Snyder. Gets it to Fritz. Fritz pulls up his dribble, gets it to Hecht. Inside, they tried to get it to White. But right there was Mulroy to intercept it for Holton. Mulroy left alone. Unfortunately, his shot was off. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Wamego. That was really fortunate for the Red Raiders, as whoever was supposed to be on Mulroy was kind of already getting set, and Mulroy just pulled up from 3 and just was a little short on that one. A minute 14 to play. Springer into the front court. Pulls up just outside the lane. No good. Rebound to Holton. Purcell with it. Races into the front court. Now over to Korn. Back over to Purcell. He's going to try to go inside, but White's going to stop that. Still trying to juke his way in. Cuts through the defense. Shot no good. And we get some contact up underneath, as Jackson White's going to take a tumble to the court and draw the foul. We'll see who it's against. I believe that's going to be against Cannon Carn. as he takes a seat immediately. Yeah, that is indeed against the 6-foot senior. That is his 4th personal foul, so his minutes are going to be limited as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Springer into the front court for Wamego. Loses control of the basketball again, trying to get fancy with the dribble, and we're going to get another jump ball as Donahue wrapped it up alongside Mulroy for Holton. Possession arrow does go to the Wildcats with about 40 seconds to play. And it's going to be a bit of a breather for Burke Springer. I believe that's the first time really outside of halftime he's come off the court. Lears takes it. As Holton's setting up, it looks to be the attempt to go for the last shot as we're down under 30 seconds. Jackson White giving him a lot of space. Get just close enough to trigger the count and keeps doing it, forcing Lears to have to move. Now about 15 seconds. Holton holding on to it, looking for the final shot. We're down to 10. Lears over to Purcell. Purcell trying to go into traffic. Now into the corner. Gets it off to Boswell. Boswell's three just a little bit off. Hecht with the rebound. He has a chance at the buzzer. Just a little bit off the aim. If that had been a little bit more to his left, that might have gone in from 3/4 of the court. We're going to go to the final 8 minutes here in just a moment. When we return, it will be the 4th quarter with Holton up 41-37. You're listening to Red Raider Basketball from WTC Communications. All right, we get ready for the 4th and final quarter of play here in Wamego. With a chance to go to state on the line. Wamego is down 4, 41-37. Wamego has the ball, so we kick things off. It's Springer floating it to Hecht. And unfortunately, Hecht couldn't handle it, and it's stolen away by Holton. On the floor right now for the Raiders, you've got Springer, Donahue, Hecht, Fritz, and Roden. Lears, Snyder. You see Mulroy with it as Snyder takes a jump shot just outside the lane. Roden with the basketball and the recover for Wamego. Also on the floor right now, Jace Boswell for the Holton Wildcats. Foul, by the way, goes against Cale Purcell. That is his first. Very physical player. That is his only first personal foul here this ball game. 16 fouls for Holton. Hecht with it over on the far side. Gets it up top to Roden. Now over on the far side to Springer. Springer cuts around. Jump shot from the foul line. Count it. That pulls the Red Raiders within 2, 41-39. Lears with the basketball into the front court. As Mulroy gets around Springer, goes into traffic. Count the basket. Tanner Hecht is not going to be set as he was trying to get the block. And that's going to be a blocking foul against the Red Raiders. That's 3 against Tanner Hecht, and the senior not happy with that call from the official. The and 1 for Blake Mulroy counts, and it's 44-39. 5 team fouls for Wamego. Springer's going to take it into the front court. Wamego keeps getting within striking distance, and then Holton goes on a little burst or gets a foul and goes to the line. As Hecht takes a 3 over on the sideline. No good, just a little bit off the mark. Purcell with the ball in the front court, lays it in, despite Hecht nearly blocking it away. And we get a bit of a run now for the Holton Wildcats. About a 5-point swing in the last minute. Springer with the ball, gets it over to Roden. Roden long three, yes! Ledger Roden with a big three, and it's 46-44. Timeout taken on the floor. What a battle here tonight. Again, the winner goes on to Salina next week in the 4A State Championship at the Tony's Pizza Event Center, formerly known as the Bicentennial Center. Again, Chris Wick here with you on WTC. A lot of basketball action going on around the state, both today and tonight. We did see Rock Creek defeat the Riley County boys to advance into the 3A Sub-State Finals tomorrow night. Congratulations on a great season to Riley County. Rock Creek still playing, still going strong. Some other games that you might be interested in trying to track down scores. Have not seen updates on any of these. Bueller and McPherson, Abilene and Concordia, Augusta and Andale, Clearwater, Rose Hill, Bishop Miege, Tonganoxie, Lewisburg, Iola, Chanute, and Parsons. Those are all the championship games in the boys 4A Sub-State. So one of those sets of teams will be going on to state next week. As Holton has the ball coming out of the timeout, still with a 4-point lead. Purcell into the front court for the Wildcats. Gets a screen and gets it picked away by Roden. Roden on the breakaway, lays it in, it's blocked away. Out of bounds by Tyson Snyder. Heads up defense there by Ledger Roden. And also Tyson Snyder, got to give him credit for Holton, but he is going to get the foul drawn against him as he got a little too much contact on the block, and that's going to send Roden to the line for Wamego. And the first attempt goes through. What a nice shot there for Roden. And the junior pulls him within three. Count both of the free throws. Wamego back within two, 46-44, 6 to play. Very aggressive defense right now for the Red Raiders. And Holton's taking advantage of that. And what a block by Tanner Hecht. Tyson Snyder just got jammed up at the court. Unfortunately, the poke back fell. And we're going to get a foul on the other end as Wamego's doing the hurry up. As Birch Springer just drew a foul on the other end. That's going to be against Matthew Lears, his third. 18 fouls. The Wildcats in the bonus for the last 5:46. Springer on the 1-and-1. Misses the first. It's nearly rebounded by Fritz. We're going to get a holding foul almost immediately. Tyson Snyder brought it down. And it's going to be against Wamego. We'll see who they ended up calling it on. It's going to be against Jacob Fritz. That is his first. Still not in the bonus yet. It's still 16 fouls. Motorway takes it across the timeline for Holton. They're up 4, 48-44. To the basket is Lears. Rolls it around, man. He went into triple coverage, but still managed to make it fall. Springer with it right now for Wamego. He's going to take it into the front court. Sets up the offense. Gets it over to Fritz. Fritz cuts to the baseline. He gets it poked away from him. And it will stay Wamego basketball. Up underneath the basket on the far side. Jace Boswell takes a seat. We see the return of Reese Holiday. He's got 4 fouls here as the inbound to Hecht gets stolen away by Holton. They tried to put it on the court, and Holton just got their hands all over it. Purcell tries to go into traffic, and he's going to travel with it. He dragged his foot as he tried to go to the basket. He protests a little bit. 50-44, 5:01 to play. Springer's going to get the inbound, lets it bounce to nearly half court to prevent the clock from triggering, to give him a little few more seconds. As Donahue tried to float it to Hecht up underneath and just put a little too much mustard on it. Holton gets the basketball as Mulroy takes it into the front court. Lears with it right now. Over on the far side to Purcell. Purcell up top to Holiday. Little motion offense there for Holton as Holiday has it once again. Purcell back with it. They're going to drag this out as much as possible to hold on to their 6-point lead. Purcell gets it off to Mulroy. Now back out to Purcell. You can see that's exactly what they're doing as Purcell fakes going in. And said motion up underneath the Karn. What a nice bounce pass from Holiday to Karn. And it's 52-44. 4 minutes to play here in the ball game. Wamego season on the line. And Springer goes into the front court. Gets the ball picked away from him once again. Lears with it. Puts on the brakes. Gets around Fritz. Goes to the baseline. Into the corner to Purcell. Purcell back out to Lears. Lears for three. In and out, no good. Rebound, loose on the ground. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it went out of bounds off of Lears. Actually, Karn, excuse me. And it will be Wamego basketball. Timeout taken on the court by Troy Hempel, as he's going to try to reset the Wamego offense for the final 3:43. I'm trying to get his Red Raiders back in this one. They're down 52-44 in this Sub-State Championship ball game. Again, tomorrow we'll have the girls version of this championship game, as the Wamego girls will take on the Holton Wildcats once again here at Wamego High School. 3 o'clock for the tip-off right here on WTC. Again, trying to keep you up to date on scores and just not seeing a lot coming through here tonight. We can tell you that K-State baseball took down IU 6-3 earlier tonight. K-State basketball, the men anyway, will take on Iowa State tomorrow. 4 p.m. tip-off for that as well. A lot of sports in the area going on here as we come out of the timeout. 52-44 is our score. It will be Wamego basketball as we get underway. Springer with it into the front court. Gets it off to Roden. Roden trying to work his way inside. Loses control of it. And they're going to say he kicked it out of bounds after it got knocked away from him. Holiday had a hand on it. And it unfortunately went off of Roden's shoes. You see Jackson White checking back into the ball game. Roden's going to take a seat. Holiday inbounds it. Finally gets it off to Lears. Lears double teamed. And we're going to get a foul called as Fritz and Springer were right all over him. Let's see who they call that on. That's going to be against Fritz, his second. The Raiders now in the bonus with 17 fouls. Lears at the line. The sophomore for Holton. His first attempt is up on the 1-and-1. Count it. He'll get the second shot. That's a 9-point lead right now for Holton, probably as big as they've had all night. I think the previous largest lead was 7 points. Second attempt is no good, and it's rebounded by Heck for Wamego. Up front to Springer, over to Fritz on the far sideline. Now back in between the circles to Hecht. He's going to drive to the baseline. And we get a blocking foul. Looks to be up against Purcell of Holton, and that is going to send Hecht to the line. Hecht was trying to claim that Purcell, was trying to claim that Hecht pushed off, but that is 2 personal fouls on Cale Purcell. First half of the 1-and-1 bounces off the iron, no good, and it is Holton basketball. Again, they are up 9 with 3:13 to play. Holiday with it again. He's got 4 fouls. Karn now tries to get it up underneath to Purcell, loses control of it. Fritz comes up with it for Wamego. Springer now into the corner to Donahue. Big 3, and it's a little off the mark as Holton comes down with it. Lears trying to get into the front court, and he's going to get fouled as White reaches in. That's his second personal. Wamego does have some fouls to give for their players. I don't believe anybody has reached 4 yet for the Red Raiders. We're going to see Colin Donahue take a seat. As Roden comes back into the ball game. Lears with his first attempt on the 1-and-1. In and out, no good, but it is rebounded by Mulroy. Mulroy into the corner, finally gets it out to Karn. Up top to Holiday. Hands it back off to Mulroy. He's guarded by Springer. They fired into the corner to Purcell. Purcell across the court, and they're playing hot potato with it just a little bit. Holiday for three, no good. Rebound goes to Wamego. On the run, 53-44, down under 2.5 to play. Springer with the basketball into the lane, gets it out to Hecht. Hecht for a shot, count it! And they're going to say it was a three, so 53-47. 2:10 to play. Purcell with it for Holton. The Wildcats clinging to their lead. As Purcell goes around the world, gets it to Karn. We get some tangled up. And that is a charge that is drawn by Tanner Hecht up underneath. As Cale Purcell, again, gets a little out of control with his body and just could not stop himself. Tanner Hecht saw him coming, planted the feet, drew the charge. That is 3 against Purcell. Double bonus now against Holton. So that is 2 free throws all the rest of the way for Wamego. Roden, jump up from the foul line, no good. Jackson nearly knocks it away from Holiday on the recover. As really aggressive defense right now from the Red Raiders, trying to make something happen now as we're down to 1:39. Lears with it, and we're going to get a foul called against Jacob Fritz. 53-47, 1:35 to play. That is 3 right now against Fritz. And again, Wamego does have a few fouls to give. Nobody on their team has 4 quite yet. Lears on the 1-and-1, misses the front half, and Hecht pulls it down. Gets it to Springer. Springer tries to go inside, loses control of it, and it's Lears on the run, but he took 3 steps. He caught it on the run, was trying to go for the lay-in, and took 1 extra step. 1:25 to play, 53-47. Springer out to Hecht. Hecht, long 3, just a little short. Gets his own rebound. Dribbles around a little bit, goes to the baseline, and he's going to draw a foul as he goes inside. Great second effort there by Tanner Hecht, and that's going to get him to the line for 2. And that is going to be against Cannon Karn, and that is 5 for him. He's going to have to take a seat. So the senior's going to have to watch the rest of this from the end of the bench. Jace Boswell comes in his place. We're going to see Colin Donahue check in at the next buzzer for Wamego. Hecht sets up and rolls in the first one. So Donahue comes in. Jackson White takes a seat. 1:13 to play. Hecht's second was just a little bit short off the front of the iron. 53-48, 1:10 to play. Purcell with it for Holton. Fires it over to Lears. Lears back to Purcell. Wamego holding on to the fouls, and they finally get it over now to Mulroy, and they do get the foul on him. They didn't want to send Lears or Purcell to the line. That's going to be foul number 4 against Ledger Roden. Double bonus now for Wamego and Holton. Mulroy's first attempt is up and rattles around, finally falls. 57.9 seconds to play here in Wamego. Winner moves on once again to Salina next week. Mulroy's second attempt is up and in. So it is 55-48, 57.9 seconds to play. Timeout taken on the court. As we're down to an exciting finish here in Wamego, as the Red Raiders trying to keep their season alive. It's win or go home here in Sub State basketball. We do have one update from the 4A Sub-State as Rose Hill has punched their ticket to state, defeating Clearwater 51-44. So they will be moving on to Salina next week. Still no word on any of the other 4A games that are being played here tonight. And again, we've got 4A Girls Sub-State Championship action tomorrow at 3 o'clock. These two same teams will be back on the court as they try to move on to state basketball next week. Wamego to inbound it. It will be White to Springer. Burke Springer into the front court. Dribbles around, loses control of it. Has to get it off to White. White into the corner now to Roden. Roden for three. Count it. A big bomb there for Ledger Roden. And it's a 4-point basketball game with 27.4 seconds to go. 55-51, another timeout taken on the floor. Some excitement here tonight in Wamego, as you knew it would be. Both of these two teams very, very good on the floor. As again, it is Sub-State basketball. Everybody brings their A game when it comes to trying to get to the state championship. Do have an update from McPherson and Bueller at the end of the third quarter. The Bull Pumps are up on the Crusaders, 39-34. So here we go, 40 seconds to play. It's Mulroy with it, and he's going to get fouled as the Red Raiders are trying to get the ball back and send as many as they can to the line in hopes of a miss. That's 3 fouls, by the way, against Tanner Hecht. Mulroy's first attempt up and good. So that makes it a 5-point ball game. As Donahue comes out, we'll see Jackson White coming back in for Wamego. Mulroy's second attempt on the way, and that's going to be in and out. Wamego has a good opportunity. Springer into the front court. Dribbles around, gets it off to White. White with the put in. Count the basket. 30 seconds. As Lears gets it into the front court to Boswell. Boswell alone up underneath. As Wamego was going for the full court press and Boswell was alone. 58-53. Hecht with the ball. Gets it off to Fritz. Fritz up top in between the circles to Springer. Springer for three. Yes! What a shot for Bert Springer. Off balance. NBA distance. And buries it. 2-point ball game. 9.3 seconds to play. An exciting finish on the way here in Wamego as the Red Raiders try to pull off the comeback against the Holton Wildcats and move on to state. What a shot there by Burke Springer. And that would be a Sports Center top 10 moment if I ever saw one. Again, thanks for joining us here on WTC. Chris Swink here with the call tonight. I'll be here tomorrow afternoon as well as the Wamego girls take on Holton. 3 o'clock again, tip-off for that Sub-State championship game. Hold on, folks. This is going to be an exciting end to this one. 58-56 after that big 3-point bomb by Burke Springer. 9.3 to go. Wamego with the full court offense, and they are right in Holiday's face. And we're going to get a hold almost right away before Holiday could even get it inbounded. So, trying to figure out, I think it's against Jake Fritz, and so that'll be 4 on him, and that will send Lears to the line. Jackson White will check into the ball game after this shot from Lears. The Wamego student section making some noise, and Lears hits it. So right now, Wamego needs a 3 to tie with 9.3 to play. And a timeout taken on the floor, I believe, by Holton. Just a 30. They'll want to talk about what's going to happen after this shot. 59-56, 9.3 to play. Very exciting end to this one, man. So glad you could join us here tonight on WTC as we try to get you to a state tournament berth for Wamego next week in Salina. .3 to play, 59-56. Again, Wamego needs a 3 or a old-fashioned three-point play with the and one. Of course, there's one more free throw coming for Matthew Lears, and he has been good from the line here tonight for the Wildcats. So the sophomore coming out, sets up. Here we go. His attempt, number 2 on the way. And he drains it. 4-point lead right now for Holton. The Springer goes into the front court. 7 seconds to play. Goes to the lane. Puts up the shot just a little bit short. And that's going to be it. Holton is going to advance to state. 60-56. The final score. A valiant effort by the Wamego Red Raiders. Coming up just a little bit short. As Bert Springer just couldn't make that last shot fall. Got to hand it to Holton. They played a great basketball game against Wamego, and Wamego, this is going to hurt for a little bit, but they can't hang their heads at all. They played a heck of a game tonight against a very good Wildcat basketball team. Again, our final score, 60-56. Thank you for joining us here tonight on WTC. Again, tomorrow, 3 o'clock for the tip-off, so to speak, as the Wamego Red Raiders, the Lady Red Raiders will take on Holton. So these two teams will be back here tomorrow. It's a great crowd tonight. Expect more of the same tomorrow as the girls' sub-state finals will be played here again 3 o'clock tomorrow. I'm Chris Swick. Thank you for joining us here. Thank you to the Wamego Booster Club for making this broadcast possible. You've been listening to Wamego Red Raider basketball from WTC.